Arthur Conan Doyle, The Hound of the Baskervilles. Summary and review. Introduction. The legend in the beginning. The story begins at Baker Street in London. Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson are visited by a country doctor, James Mortimer. He brings with him an ancient manuscript dated 1742, which describes a terrifying curse upon the Baskerville family. According to the legend, a wicked ancestor, Hugo Baskerville, was torn to pieces on the moors by a giant spectral hound after he attempted to kidnap a farmer's daughter. Ever since, it has been believed that a monstrous dog haunts all heirs of the bloodline. The reason for the doctor's visit is a mysterious death of his friend and patient, Sir Charles Baskerville. His body was found in the Manners Alley. The official cause of death was a heart attack, but Dr. Mortimer noticed fresh tracks of a gigantic hound near the body. Now, the last heir, Sir Henry Baskerville, is arriving in England from Canada, and Mortimer fears for his life. The investigation in London. Sir Henry is an energetic and courageous man. Immediately upon his arrival, he receives an anonymous letter with a warning. Keep away from the moor. Furthermore, 2 of his boots, one old and one new, go missing. Holmes realizes that Henry is being watched and decides to send Dr. Watson with the baronet to Devonshire, to the ancestral home of Baskerville Hall, to report on the situation. Holmes himself claims to stay in London due to other business. Gloomy Devonshire and first suspicions. Upon arriving at the estate, the protagonists are immersed in an atmosphere of melancholy and fear. The tension rises. The escaped convict, an escaped murderer named Selden, is hiding somewhere on the moors. The strange servants, the butler Barrymore and his wife, act suspiciously. Watson notices Mrs. Barrymore weeping at night, while her husband signals to someone out on the moor with a candle from a window. The neighbors. Watson meets Jack Stapleton, a naturalist living near the moors with his beautiful sister, Beryl. Beryl, mistaking Watson for Sir Henry, implores him to leave immediately. The development of events. Watson discovers that the Barrymores are merely feeding the fugitive Selden, who turns out to be Mrs. Barrymore's brother. Details also emerge about a woman with the initials LL, Laura Lyons, who had arranged a meeting with Sir Charles on the night of his death. Suddenly, Watson discovers that another man is hiding on the moors. To his surprise, it is Sherlock Holmes himself. The detective had been living secretly in a stone hut to conduct his observations from the shadows. He reveals a shocking detail to Watson. Stapleton and Beryl are not brother and sister, but husband and wife. Moreover, Holmes suspects that Stapleton is the mastermind behind all the crimes. A tragic incident occurs on the moors. The Hound kills the convict Selden, mistaking him for Sir Henry because the convict was wearing the baronet's old suit. Stapleton appears at the scene and can barely hide his disappointment upon finding the criminal's corpse instead of the heir. The culmination, the appearance of the beast. Holmes sets a trap. Sir Henry dines with the Stapletons and returns home across the moor alone. The Hound is unleashed upon him. The description of the beast is horrifying. Fire leaps from his mouth, its eyes glow, and his entire hide flickers with a hellish flame. Holmes and Watson open fire. The dog turns out to be quite real, but massive, a cross between a bloodhound and a mastiff. Its muzzle had been smeared with a special luminous phosphorus compound for terrifying effect. Sir Henry is saved, though he suffers a severe shock. The finale and disclosure. It is revealed that Stapleton is also a Baskerville, the son of Roger Baskerville, Sir Charles's younger brother, who sought to eliminate all heirs to claim the fortune. He used the legend of the Hound to terrorize Sir Charles, who had a weak heart. While attempting to escape through the thick fog of the great Grimpen Mire, Stapleton loses his footing and drowns in the bog. In his house, they find his wife Beryl, bound and bruised, who ultimately assists the investigation. Conclusion. Sir Henry sets off on a voyage around the world to recover his nerves. Sherlock Holmes once again proves that behind any mystery lies cold calculation and human greed.